when we launched the digital range back in 2019. We ourselves were probably a little bit guilty of doing a bit of a ta-da, look how clever we are, adding everything we possibly could, having not brought a bite alarm out for 15 years effectively. So pretty much going from an iPhone 1 to an iPhone 15 in one leap sort of scared the bejesus out of anglers who knew the TXI Plus inside out. 5 years on, you know, that is sort of settled down and people have started to accept that, oh, okay, you know, we weren't a million miles away and the digital range has been great. And we've learnt a lot as well in that 5 years. So now we are bringing out our V2 version. So we've got the Txi-D V2 and our RXD V2. Now, big differences on these is that these now have multicoloured LEDs. So that's one of the big leap forwards. It's something that we couldn't do at the time because the brightness wasn't how we would like it. In the meantime, we have found super bright LED. We've made our own light pipes to intensify that brightness, and we're able to offer that, and that automatically syncs with the receiver. So whatever you set the colour of your alarm, obviously in our 6 colours, nicely on the logo, you can choose that and it will sync up. We've also done a bit of an industry first where now your presentation sets will come pre-paired. So all your alarms are already paired into your receiver. So you'll get 3 alarms and a receiver ready to rock and roll. The default colour will be blue, but you can just turn on and fish. This is all part of a simplification process that we looked at in terms of we were pleased with what the features we had. We knew the features on the alarms were good, but we looked at how can we make it easier for the consumer to use, you know, simplifying the user interface. And we spent a lot of time looking at the functionality of it. How can we strip it back? Like we've now made it so it's one button, one function. So we've got a menu structure, but you're just pressing one button to toggle it on and off, or hold it down to change the LED colour, or, you know, like tone, you'll go into menu 2. I can show you now. I turn it on. Okay, I'm now in menu 2. I can change the tone, and there's now 32 tones instead of 64. Again, that's stripping that back, making it easier. And push button 2 changes the LED colour, and you can see that does all that, and it will link automatically with your receiver. And again, with the receiver, we've looked at, so if I turn that on, we've now got one button, one function. So we've got our bivy light, so we've got a full bivy light function now. Again, one button turns it on, one button turns it off. The D&D, which was a fantastic feature, stops all them pitter-patter that you get when you get heavy rain, heavy hailstones. Again, one button, one press turns it off. We've even got a little torch function, so if I hold the button down, it will bring on a little torch as well as a little last activity recall. So everything is in there, even down into how we did pairing. We've stripped back pairing, made it much simpler. People can now add alarms into a set, but again, because they were having difficulties to then add extra ones. Now you don't have to do that. You can add to your set, and you've got up to 12 alarms that you can have running on your receiver should you wish, but you can put them anywhere you like. So if you've got multiple sets, you can buy additional alarms and you can add them to your receiver there. So really it has been a root and branch assessment of where we were, what we've done, taking on board a lot of feedback. You know, again, simplification process of just making the instructions much more straightforward. You know, they're not daunting. And again, our app, you know, again, I don't see anybody else with an app. That app is not there because the products are complicated. That app is there to make life simpler, short, punchy, straightforward little videos to help you get to where you need to quickly and to help you. And it's in your pocket. It's a guide. Why wouldn't you have it? So, you know, for the first time ever, Delkim has brought out another alarm reasonably quickly. We felt 5 years is a good life cycle. We would have brought the digital range out a lot sooner than 15 years if we could. For some reason, we took bloody forever. Excuse my French. But, you know, now we're in a much better place. And, you know, 5 years on, it's time for a change. We've brought things up to speed. It's simplified user interface. Another thing that we've looked at as well is our weatherproofing. Now we've been working with a global coating specialist, and now we're using a brand new synthetic rubber material on our circuits that has really moved things forward. This stuff is absolutely the nuts. These things are paired straight out the box. We've stripped back, made things more obvious, because you can do that with the multicolored LEDs. So all these things that we've learned, we have gone in. So, the digital V2 presentation set is a good step forward. It's based on the same platform, but we've made life a lot easier, and we're hopefully giving the user the best bite alarm they can get.